Sky News presenter Anna Jones interrupted her regular broadcast for a breaking announcement about Donald Trump's tariffs. Sky News was abruptly halted for a breaking news announcement this weekend as host Anna Jones dealt a blow to U.S. President Donald Trump. Anna kicked off her breakfast program by saying, "Now it's the day countries across the world have been bracing for. Donald Trump's trade tariffs have officially come into effect. The global markets have plummeted, with many recording their worst week since the start of the pandemic." With a breaking news strap that read, "Breaking news, Trump's 10% global baseline tariff has taken effect," Anna continued, "In the early hours of this morning, the U.S. president insisted that big businesses aren't worried about the tariffs because, in his words, they know they're here to stay. But countries around the world are scrambling, with many preparing to implement tariffs of their own." Our U.S. correspondent David Blevins begins our coverage from Washington. China has now imposed its own tariffs on U.S. goods, with the country branding Trump's actions a typical unilateral bullying practice. Footage was also shown of Trump heading to a golf course and looking casual in a golf buggy with his MAGA hat on full display. David explained, as China hit back, Trump hit the golf course, away from the White House, but still furiously posting. He wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "China played it wrong. They panicked. The one thing they cannot afford to do," he urged Americans to hang tough, "we can't lose." David explained, stocks turned red again, closing down over 5%, the worst week since the start of the pandemic, plunging too in Europe and the UK. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio arrived late to a meeting with NATO and insisted, "No, the economies are not crashing. No. Their markets are reacting to a dramatic change in the global order in terms of trade, and so what happens is pretty straightforward. If you're a company and you make a bunch of your products in China, and all of a sudden shareholders or people who play the stock market realize it's going to cost a lot more to produce in China, your stock is going to go down." China is now expected to pivot their trade deals away from the United States as it has no other options.